Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they unfold live. Market opens up in about 3 minutes, so let's see how this all goes. Okay, I have an order at 49.25 here. And it stopped at 49.26. Awesome. All right, well, let's go to 49.01 then. You can see the low right there where my cursor is, 49.26, and as you saw, my order was at 49.25. So great when you're one penny away, but we'll see if it wants to continue this downwards move or not. Okay, I moved the order down to, I got filled on VYGR. Let me put an order out there at 12.15. Let's bring up this chart here. Well, that was unexpected. So nice move there. We'll go to 12.75 for my next entry point. And 12.85. So let's see what this one wants to do. I will pause for the time being. All right, looking like I might be able to get some up at 12.75. Okay, I got those at 12.75. Let's see if I can get some more up at 12.85. Put some at 12.95 also. And we'll do this too as a reference point. Okay, I got those at 12.85. So I have 800 shares left. Let's see if it wants to pull back, like I was saying, for the reference point. If it can get down to that green line there, that puts me in the green. So again, 800 shares left. Okay, got those. So now what I'm going to do is put a stop in for my final 300. And now it's not a question of if I make money, but how much money am I going to make? So if this wants to continue down in my favor, I don't know how much money I'm going to make, because this thing could go very nicely in my favor, or it's just going to stop me out. So let's see how this plays out. Again, not if I make money, just a question of how much money am I going to make. And that's the goal that we have as traders. So let's see if we can get this thing to roll over here. There we go. Gonna change that to 51 now. Okay, let's change that to 46. So again, not if I make money, how much money am I going to actually make? So now at 31. So let's see how much further this one wants to drop in my favor. So finally taken out right there. At 12.21. So those final 300 shares, they worked for me very, very nicely. And on that trade, a total of 477. Again, just to reiterate, I positioned myself where it was a totally winning trade. I still had shares left. And yes, in hindsight here, I could have gotten more of it. But the point was, had 300 shares, and the worst it could have done was stop me out, and I would have still been in for a gain. But as you saw, it kept going in my favor, and that's what allowed the gains to add up with those final 300 shares. So nice $477 trade, and it's the 9:47, so 17 minutes in and 477. I'll take it. Have an order at 11:55 here on VYGR. Again, just opening 500 shares like last time. I'd like more than 500, but 500 at least gets my feet wet. So it's hovering right around the 1160 mark. But at this point, I'm going to go down to 1137. As a friendly reminder, I am watching other screens than what you see here, so that's where some of these decisions are coming from. So I am watching more than what you can see. So we'll see if we can get a break of 1150 or not. Also have an order out on ROKU. But I like the way VYGR trades. Kind of. It seems to be maybe slowing down, but we'll see if it can pick up the pace here. HOG looking pretty interesting. So keeping an eye down here. If any of those turn yellow, that means I was filled. So let's go 35.35. So lots of bobbers in the water. Now looking to see if I'm going to get any nibbles or not. All right, I will keep you updated. All right, going for the 1150 break here. That order is still at 1137. So there's the break. Okay, I'm in for that first 500 shares, and I'm out for $45. Let's go down to 1101 now to restart the process. So that puts me at 517, and it is 9:59, so 30 minutes and $500. I am not a greedy savage. I will take it. 500 bucks, and for 30 minutes of sitting in my pajamas from the comfort of my own home. Here in Michigan, we're getting all sorts of snow. So I look outside and it's all snowy. So yeah, I'll take it. I am sure maybe not 4 digits, but got to keep things in perspective. Greed has a funny way of distorting perspective. So 30 minutes, 500 bucks, at home in the pajamas while it snows outside. All right, I've stalled long enough. I was trying to see if we could catch a flush down to 11, but that's not looking like it's going to happen, but I'll keep a close eye on it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Keep it on the shorter side. I know some of my videos can get kind of long, so trying to keep this one maybe not so long as the other ones, but captured 2 separate trades, and the one trade you saw from start to finish. And turned out to be a nice little morning here. So it's now 10:03, so 33 minutes in and up $517. If you enjoyed these videos and want me to keep making them, the easiest way to communicate that to me is just to click that like button and then hopefully decide to subscribe to the channel. Lots of other stuff on the channel besides these live trade videos, so I'd encourage you to check that out. I do offer a live trading chat room, so if you want to trade alongside me and other traders, so this one was alerted in the chat room, and I alerted it, and members made money on it in one of those situations where plenty of volume for everybody, so it's not like it's some little penny stock where it becomes a game of musical chairs. Nothing like that. A high volume stock, so no musical chairs or anything, and that's what we focus on, so everybody has an opportunity to make money, and it's not, you know, where one person buys and front loads, and no games like that. So you can go to claytrader.com. That's the called the Inner Circle. Price is $99 per year. Do the math. $8.25 per month, or if you break that down further, it's $1.90 per week. And as I always say, over the time span of 12 months, I'm more than confident you'll get at least $99 worth of value. And then finally, if you're interested in learning how to trade with charts and technical analysis, which is what you saw here, then I do offer online video courses on the topic, and that once again is at claytrader.com. But if you don't spend a dime, that's totally cool. But like I said, if you do want me to keep making these and you enjoy them, like I said, easiest way to communicate that to me is just to click that like button. So thanks for watching. I'll see you back next week. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.